Hey everyone, what's up? Yeah, it's been a while since I've done one of these, but this is an overview of one of the newest, I think this is probably the newest fan series that Hasbro has brought out, the Guardians of Harmony, if you will, fan series. Of course, here you see the box. It is the Tempest Shadow and Princess. It's the Tempest Shadow and Twilight Sparkle one. And as you can see with the box, pretty much it looks very good. You know, who will win the fight for friendship? So really nice. It came like this. I got it off Amazon. Basically, I got it for about $39.99. I know it's probably cheaper than that, but whoever was selling it decided, hey, I'm selling it. I'm going to sell it for the price I want. It's pretty much a business practice with any businesses out there because the fact that, you know, we have people at my job that come in and they buy a whole bunch of stuff, and we're thinking, man, either they have a lot of food, a lot of groceries they need to stock up on, or they have a huge family, or they have a huge party coming. But it's always like they get like 2 or 3 of the same thing, and it's like, well, why do you need so many shampoos? Why do you need so many conditioners? And it's basically because they run smaller businesses and they need to stock up, and instead of discussing things with retailers, like trying to get some deliveries to their stores, it's a lot cheaper to get it from us, buy it from us, and then sell it at their prices. And it's the same with figures like this. But yeah, this is the Twilight Sparkle Tempest Shadow fan series. This one I think is the more recent one that just came out, I believe. Trying to see. It says 2017, but it came out like around the beginning of this year, which is pretty cool. It's actually, when you think about it, it's actually the first time that Twilight has had some kind of fan series figure of any kind. And the detail on it is really, really good. Now, what you're going to notice, though, and I don't think this is supposed to happen, is this is a little loose. What happened when I brought it out of the box is it kind of like separated. So I'll have to glue that eventually. You know, as you can see right there, it kind of separated a bit. So I'll have to glue that eventually. But right now it looks like, you know, once you pose it and everything, it looks fine. But overall, the detail on the figure, the details are really, really good. And you can actually get a good representation of both Twilight and Tempest going up against each other, as you can see. So it's pretty cool, really nice, right there. Very show, or should I say, very movie accurate with Twilight, and then of course with Tempest. Got a little scar there and everything, and then you turn it over here to the side, and it looks really good as well. I don't think Tempest is not movable, not removable or anything, but overall looks really good. The detail is exquisite, as you could probably see. Just making sure you see that. As you could probably see, the detail is really exquisite on these two. You know, it's basically like an action scene come to life. You know, you have Twilight avoiding Tempest's blast, and you know, Tempest in a way sidestepping Twilight, so it's pretty cool. The detail, like I said, on the characters is really nice as well. Get a very movie accurate representation of the characters going up against each other, so really cool, really nice. And like the nice detail, the wings are movable on Twilight apparently, so that's pretty cool. That's probably not an issue, hopefully, but yeah, it's pretty cool to have the wings be movable, so you can pose them any which way you want. So, you know, it's pretty cool. You get the back of her, and you can see that as well, the wingspan. So that's really cool, really nice, really interesting tidbit there. Overall, it's a nice figure to have. It's a nice collectible to have. I'm guessing the real price for this would have to be around $29, maybe $19.99 at least. Again, the reason I think it was sold, and you can see they got the mohawk on Tempest done correctly, or done very good, almost sharp wise, not sharp, but just like you know, intimidating wise. Again, the detail is just exquisite. I mean, this is definitely, you could definitely tell that this is not just Twilight from You know, this is not just a remolding of a Twilight, you know, just out of the heck of it. This is actually a good movie representation. And again, this is actually Twilight's first time. In fact, you can even see underneath, as we can get a little bit of look there of what's going on. It looks like it's a bit of a struggle. It's a bit of a struggle here, so that's really cool. In a sense, you kind of see the look on Twilight's face a little bit. It's like a bit of a struggle. We can turn it sideways. You can kind of see that, in a sense, like it's a bit of a struggle for her against Tempest. So overall, it's pretty cool. And then you see Tempest is right there. It's a little bit more detail. You got to get some good detail on that. But again, good facial representations as well. Overall, I like what they've done here. I really do. With the design, and again, the wingspan for Twilight is really good. So overall, it's not a bad figure. It's nice translucentness and glitter. I like the addition of the translucentness and the glitter to represent Tempest there, Tempest's blast. So it's pretty cool. And the nice highlights they put into the blast, the purple little highlights blending in with the translucentness, really nice. Overall, I can't really complain about this. I mean, like I said, the only thing that's kind of bad is when I got it, it kind of like, you know, just decided to split right there, but I can probably glue that later on. And then of course you get an inside of the blast a little bit. That's pretty cool as well. So nice representation overall of the characters, you know. So nice representation overall of the characters, and I highly recommend anybody that's an MLP collector to get this, an MLP FIM collector, or a collector of the MLP FIM movie figures, to get it. It's really worth the money depending on how much you will pay for it. I know Ben and John of Ben's Toy Ben, Ben and a husband of Ben's Toy Ben, don't got this yet. I recommend them that they do get it. It's really worth it. I have it displayed, you've probably seen it in my room tour. I have it displayed right in front of the castle, the Sequestria Cantalot set that I got from my job. So it's up in front of there, like, and that's a good place to put it, because it looks like they're fighting right in front of Sequestria and Cantalot for the Battle of Friendship. So overall, though, really like it, and I would recommend it to anybody. Highly recommended. Again, the only thing you got to be careful of is when you take it out is you got to make sure that this does not disconnect, or else you're going to have to glue it together, which won't be a problem whatsoever. I mean, I had to do that with my Funko Luna figure, but what are you going to do? Overall, though, great representation, great detail was really put into this, and I highly recommend it. So that's all I'm going to say, folks. Let me know what you think down below. Comment if you like. I'd like to hear from you, and I'm out.